Hey guys, today I wanted to talk a little bit about Kundalini and relationships. So, this is after you've had Kundalini awakening, and possibly even after you've just had Kundalini activated, that you haven't had the full awakening yet, and how much it can actually influence and change your relationships. So, it's pretty common that when we go through even a spiritual awakening that our relationships often become highlighted. And it's not just our sexual partners or our partners. It can also be our friendships and our relationships with our family. So even our children, to be honest. And what this has sort of expanded into lately is when we have the access to the divine knowing within us, to that life force energy that has awoken within us, we have access to, I guess, the most powerful compass that we can ever access. Even if you are quite in tune with your intuition, Kundalini is a completely different level. And when she awakens, she is going to work through all of the distortions and blockages that exist within you. And that includes your life. And often this can happen in many ways. So you might notice yourself really having to face past addictions, or perhaps even going into them. Because these distortions exist within your field, they're being brought up for you to clear. And it can be quite uncomfortable. And relationships aren't any different. They will be brought up to be seen. And it's quite common after activation or awakening that you have this almost like intense anger that can arise. And this anger or this rage-like feeling is most felt when somebody is disrespecting you. So this beautiful life force energy is now coming through you, trying to get you to stand up to being disrespected. And a lot of people say about how they've been so angry since their Kundalini awakening, or they've got this anger that they're really scared to express. But when we start to use Kundalini as a compass, we can allow ourselves to follow the guidance of what she is presenting within us. And so that doesn't mean acting out in anger towards these people. It means if that is what is being brought up in you, then you know it's a distortion within your field. Then you know it's not for your highest and greatest good to be in the position that you're in. Now, sometimes this position can be in our relationships, and it can actually change a perceptional view that we have held the entire time that we have known these people. And this is why it makes it often difficult with family, because all of a sudden you're realizing that you don't like the way you've been treated your entire life. And it can make it really uncomfortable, because these are perhaps, for example, for your parents, these are people that you had been taught to respect your entire life. Perhaps there's fear involved in going against what they say to be true, what they say to be right. And it can be extremely confronting. But when you have this beautiful energy inside you that is guiding your way forward, we need to surrender into it. She will never lead us astray. And as difficult and uneasy as you feel along this journey, she is the greatest compass that you will ever experience. Now, she will lead you into your distortions. She will make them known. She will make them seen. And every time that we face one of these distortions, we are being reminded to surrender. Now, if it has to do with a partner, Perhaps there is other things presenting, like financial difficulties, were you to go on your own. Where are you going to live? What are you going to do? These are all ego-based fears. And I know it's easier said than done, but they need to be cleared and worked through individually with Kundalini. So make it your clear intention. Sit with her. Listen to her. Ask her to show you the way forward. Ask her how you resolve the situation. Ask her to bring in what the next step is, because she will. And what we require is the knowing and the belief that it's possible, that she can do that, because she is life itself. And she just wants to express herself in full expression, to the point of us getting so far out of the way, such a clear channel, that she can show us how much love runs through us, that she can express the amazingness that which we are, and she can show us a whole new life. But what she's going to do first is bring up all of the distortions within our field. She will even bring situations and experiences to us, people designed to trigger us in the way that we need to see. And surrender into her and ask her to clear these distortions. Because often we first need to be made aware that these distortions exist. For example, within relationships, that you're allowing your boundaries to be crossed, or perhaps you've never had any boundaries. Perhaps you're a people pleaser. There's so many different things. So if you're coming up against difficulties within your relationship, surrender to her, listen to her, sit with her and ask her, what is the guidance that she is trying to tell you? She will never make you feel uncomfortable when the situation is aligned. Start to allow her to become that beautiful compass within you, because she will then, as she clears, expands, she will become greater and greater, a more and more influence, which means we become a more clear vessel that she can live through us, and we can be lived by this life force energy. We can take the back seat and sit in awe and wonder of the amazingness that she is, that we get to experience lived through us. It's phenomenal. I hope this helped. Let me know how you're going in the comments and if I can offer any more assistance.